What's up, guys? Well, last day of doing stupid shift. The other supervisor comes back to work tomorrow, so I can go back to my normal stuff. I'm driving out here at what would be my lunchtime at this point. So, back in business tomorrow. It'll be a quick turnaround, though, which sucks. I'll come home late, get to bed late, and then I got to go to work at a normal time again. So that sucks. But you do what you got to do, right? Oh, well. Team player. Got to be a team player. But anyway, guys, real quick thing here. Couple of quick things here. I don't know where this What's Really Hood's going to take me, because I have something I was going to bring up, but I feel like I do want to put more thought into it as well. I don't know. We'll see. First thing is, the video on the Mister. Dude, I'm letting you go. There's a guy. I was letting you go. They were yielding, and I was going to let them go, and then they braked like super hard. Oh, they're still chilling. Something must happen. But anyway, the Mister video. I wanted to say to everybody, for a subject that often gets a little crazy, and people are very passionate about it and stuff, thanks for keeping everything in the comments above the belt. Nobody was really bogus to anybody. I appreciate that. I don't really want that on my channel. That's not what this is supposed to do. It's not why we talk about things. That's not why I'm doing these videos, is to make any kind of drama and piss people off and add negativity to your day. That's not what I'm doing. We're here to talk about video game subjects and just conversate. Everybody has their opinion. Everything's okay. It's okay to have your opinion. And I'm glad that you guys all kept it above the belt. It all went really good. So, it all went really hood. So anyways, no, thank you for the people that got a hold of me behind closed doors, told me a little bit more about it. And then I had a debate with somebody that went really good. So yeah, everything was good. Everything was positive, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here. So thank you very much. Some really, really good comments. And I wanted to say, it's just until I try it, there's going to be a little bit of defense from me. You know, I just have to do it myself. I just have to. That's all I can tell you guys. It's not that I don't trust you. It's not that I'm putting too much judgment on it, but it's still up in the air. The jury's still out. You know, I have to go through that. That's just, I'm very passionate about video games. It's something I'm really into. And, you know, I've played them for a long time, and I've played them a certain way. So when you're telling me something is the same, if not better, that way, that's hard. That's a hard pill for me to swallow. I have to go physically do it and then be like, okay, and now I have an opinion, you know? So to all due respect, I'm listening to everything you guys are saying, but I have to go down my own path with that, right? So hopefully you can understand that. And I think y'all do. It went really well. Second thing I wanted to bring up, I kind of wanted to give a warning to everybody. And there's this new game that came out last week called Wrestlequest. And to a lot of people that like wrestling, a lot of people in the retro community, I feel like this was something that was really kind of hyped. I think a lot of people were talking about it. A lot of people were excited, low-key about it. It's a really good price. You paid like $30 for it. But I'm here to tell you, I think I would wait on it. Unless you're really passionate that you just know it's good and you want it and it's your thing. It's not meeting my expectations as much. It's like, it's worth a playthrough, but it's already getting to the point where it's kind of wearing out its welcome, and I kind of want it to finish up, you know, and I don't know where I am on it. Nobody online's completed it yet for me to check, like, how long's a playthrough. A lot of times I go on that website and say, hey, how many hours did it take to beat this? And it shows 11 people playing it, but nobody's logged their information on it. And there's a bunch of people that have it in their backlog, which means they've got it, but they haven't played it yet. So then I went to YouTube and just seen, hey, how long's a full playthrough? Nobody's posted one. There's people that have posted parts, but that's not the full thing, so it's not helping me. So there's literally not a playthrough of it. So what I would tell you is, just be careful with it. Like, in my opinion, if I were to warn you, just wait till it comes down in price. Get it digitally when it's like $10, you know, and then you're good. I wouldn't recommend the game. Yes, it has some wrestling references. Yes, it has some wrestlers in it. But it's not that cool, though. You know what I mean? It wasn't as cool as I think we were making it. And there's a lot of very rookie mistakes by developers that hinder the fun. And I say it when I'm recording. I'm like, guys, do better when you're making a fucking video game. Do better. Test it out and see that this is not fun, right? This is stupid. You know what I mean? What are you doing? You know, it's really dumb stuff. It's just, some developers just don't play enough games or something, dude. They don't get it. They'll create something that should be great. They'll ruin it by doing something with it. And it's hard to explain. I'll do an in-depth review or something some other time if you're interested, and I'll probably put it on Got G's channel on the Mega Pro review. I'll probably do one. But there's some problems with it, okay? And so I'm just warning you on that subject now. But we'll go into the What's Really Hood today. What was the subject I was thinking about? And really, it deserves its own video. But favorite co-op games. What are some awesome games to play with other people? And I keep in mind what I told you, co-op. So Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, those don't count because you're facing each other, okay? What's a co-op experience you want to have fun with? I like to play 2-player co-op. That's my favorite thing. I'm not a big contender for like always facing my friend or something. We loved, when I was kids, passing the controller around, but even more when there was a co-op game. And it's so much fun to work together, and you either both fail or you both achieve. And that's how I like it. Instead of when you're competing with somebody, there might always be somebody that's salty, not having fun, and I don't really like that. I like it when we're both not having fun or we're both having fun, you know, and working together to get better at the game. And that's why I used to go over to Captain Algebra's house, and we used to do the Mega Power stuff. That was fun. We got to get back to that. But that's why I love having people come over to my house and play. I mean, that's what it's all about, man, is that co-op stuff. Stuff that I can't achieve when I'm at the house by myself. Remember, my friends that I know around here, they just don't like retro gaming. You know, they're not very hardcore in getting into it. Jesse's probably the only one that I could reach out to. But even Jesse, and if you watch this video, Jesse, you could probably confirm, you mostly play new games, you know? Retro is kind of a thing of your past, and you went back to it a little bit, but now you're out of it again. It seems like. But anyway, favorite co-op games. One of them that comes to my mind immediately is Smash TV. Smash TV is a fun game to play 2-player, man. That's a fun game to play. Trying to get through all the rooms, trying to get to the bonus room at the end. Now, if you play Total Carnage, which is an awesome game, it's the sequel to Smash TV. On 2-player, it is fucking hard because I think you share continues, which is insane on that game. So that'd be very difficult to beat that. It's a lot easier 1-player, believe it or not. And then you have to do something goofy at the end where you tap in 2-player to get the best ending. You like have to catch the general, otherwise he'll get away. You still beat the game, but you get like a bad ending, kind of. Bad's a loose ending. It's not a bad ending, but it's like more of like you just didn't catch the bad guy, you got away, but you did save the world, you know? But anyway, Smash TV, and then I think of another good one, Double Dragon 2. That one's fun on the NES. Man. How about whipping out the Pandora's Box, you know, or an emulator, whatever, and playing some of those arcade games. Arcade games are always fun fucking co-op, dude. When Stampede was in town, we went to Galloping Ghost, and we played that Super Ninja Baseball Batman. We beat that together. What else did we beat? Me and Daniel is D. Tysonator. We beat Batman Forever, but that game's fucking awful. It was poor. I was literally falling asleep because I was already running on low fuel that day. And then we were sitting there, and I think D. Tysonator knew, like, I was literally falling asleep. I'm like, holy shit, we gotta play something else, dude. And then we went and played Dynamite Duke, and it was badass. But, beat it, by the way. And then we co-op Ninja Gaiden, and Ninja Gaiden Arcade. That's a fun one. And it's a lot easier two-player. That's for freaking sure. Holy cow. But yeah, whip out that Pandora's box is what I would do at my house. And having two people on the joysticks playing it, fun. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. You could go and play Final Fight 2, Final Fight 3. Those are always great. All those beat-em-ups. Streets of Rage 3. That's a really good one because that's kind of a harder one. So playing it with two people is definitely fun because it's not that easy. You know, you have to actually strategize. Me and Captain Algebra did that one. That was fun, dude. I mean, a good old run of Contra and Super C is always great, but I wouldn't say that's the best co-op experience. That's more fun one player, to be honest with you. Sometimes on Contra, you got to get way up in front of the screen for some reason, and they kind of fuck that up. You shouldn't have to do that. Dude, but Contra Hardcore 2-player, that's good. Got G did the No Death Run co-op of that. That's fun 2-player, man. A good one that I haven't completed yet, Battletoads 2-player, man. Man, that's what I want to do. That's what's up. Somebody get your motherfucking ass to my house. Battletoads 2-player. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. But anyway, what else, man? What's good 2-player? Co-op. I suppose you got like Super Double Dragon and stuff like that. I mean, it's maybe fun. Super Double Dragon, in my opinion, that game kind of sucks. It's so slow. You know what I mean? Then you got some shooters, 2-player. Life Force 2-player would be fun, but somebody's got to know what they're doing, though, man. Somebody could just get wrecked, and then you'll be playing 1-player because they're dead. You know? Heavy Barrel 2-player would be fun. Heavy Barrel 2-player, dude. That'd be rad. I think me and Captain beat that. I think so. Nightmare on Elm Street 2-player. It's a good one. There's a lot of good NES games 2-player, man, that are fun co-op. Co-op brings a whole new aspect to playing video games. And I've said this before in my videos. It's like a whole new thing. That's a whole... Like, when you play some of these games 2-player, dude, it's a whole new experience. Dude, Sunset Riders 2-player. That would be fucking good. That'd be fun. That'd be really fun. But yeah, what are some games you guys like 2-player? That's co-op. I suppose you could do NBA Jam 2-player. A season of that would be rad. Having two people going at that, that'd be fun. I know Gaming Off the Grid used to do the NBA Jam that's on 360 and PS3. They did that one co-op, and that looked like a lot of fun. That's always a good time, man. Sports games, though, it's tough to find co-op ones. I'd say NBA Jam's probably your best bet. But otherwise, man, you got the light gun games that are fun 2-player, for sure. Lethal Enforcers and all that stuff. That's always fun 2-player, man. Go to the arcade and play Carnival. That's a good one. Dude, the Terminator. Dude, Terminator 2, the arcade game on Genesis. That's a good 2-player game. Golden Axe. Golden Axe 1 and 2, man. Those are rad. Golden Axe 3 is kind of hard to find. Isn't that only European version or something? I beat that on some shitty-ass emulator. It was a little handheld that I got once. Remember when Walmart was selling those Sega Genesis emulators? I don't know if you guys remember that. But a girl at my work, she was another supervisor working next to me in this other office. She was part of a different company. It was at my old job. And they would do sorts to parts and stuff like that. And she came over and she's like, Dan, I got something that you're going to love. And I said, what? And she gave it to me and I was like, ooh, what's this? And so I started looking through all the games. I'm like, damn, Golden Axe 3 is on here. That's crazy. I said, her name was Adrian. I said, Adrian, I'm going to try Golden Axe 3 later, okay? And so I would sit there and I'd go get it from her once in a while and try a run of Golden Axe 3. But, But yeah, I lost a lot on it. You have to, like, it's hard to get the good ending, and then people trying to answer it online, how to get the good ending, it's like, they don't know how to do it. It's weird. I didn't get the good ending. I got, like, a neutral ending or something, but I did beat it. I ended up getting through it. It's a hard game, dude. But, yeah, what are some co-op games you guys like to play with a friend? It's just really fun to try to beat. I'm sure there's a lot of shooter games that are awesome. Can't you play, Legendary Wings 2-player? That'd be fun, man. That'd be a fun 2-player game. And then you got your, I know Got G did a no death run of Jackal. That's always a fun one. Those are gimmies. You know, what are some other ones? You know what I mean? Fun 2-player games. I love looking through my NES collection and just looking at 2-player co-op games. Because there's a lot of them, dude. It's really fun. But there's a lot on 16-bit too. That was the fun of me and Captain would complete a game, and then we'd go over to like his collection and stuff, and we'd just look up in his fucking games and be like, what do you want to play? And be like, man, let's try this, see if this is 2-player, you know? NHL Hits 2-player is awesome. That's a sweet game to play. You only have one CPU. I mean, the best way to play is 3-player. I mean, we're talking 2-player co-op, but I mean, if you want to, 3-player NHL Hits, dude, fuck, that's a lot of fun, man. Just because everybody's got to work together. We'd have, like, Robert playing defense. Wes was, like, the middleman. He'd shoot and pass, and I was the scorer. So it's like he would try to get it to me to score. Robert's just taking motherfuckers out. I mean, we played through a whole season of that one weekend when they came over. It was fun as hell, dude. We didn't want to do anything else. We kept looking at each other and be like, you guys want to go play some more hockey? Like, we were fiending to play, dude. We're like, man, I could go for another game of Hits, man. Like, we'd be like wanting to do all this other fun stuff and be like, you want to just go play some Hits, dude? You know, it's not 2-player co-op, but you know what's fun to do? To play those old Burnout games. We were playing Burnout Revenge when I went over to Got G's house one time. I stayed the night over there for the weekend, and we were just playing games. And it was fun to pass around the controller, which I know is a little bit different, but passing around the controller on Burnout Revenge, that was fun. We 100%ed it. That was really cool. They had a few races left to beat, and I beat a couple, Wes beat a couple, Robert beat a couple, and then we ended up 100%ing it. It was really cool. That's a fucking good game, man. Burnout. Oh, man. Burnout, I used to play the hell out of that back in the day. Man, back when I was a kid, I bought that brand new. That game was fucking awesome. Some people say Burnout 2 is better, but I'm like, man, I don't know. Burnout Revenge, man? But I think Got G likes Burnout 3 the best. So everybody's got a different opinion. But Burnout Revenge, man. It's a good fucking game. But yeah, I guess it would count if you say passing the controller to people. That's cool too. Like, I think that counts. We used to do that in like Dave Mira's Pro BMX and stuff like that. We'd pass the controller to each other. Like, you want to try a run, dude? And you know, you might get some letters or do one of the jumps or something to complete it. Man, Dave Mira Pro BMX, that's literally one of my favorite games on the PS1, dude. I mean, that game's good as fuck. I don't know why, but the second one wasn't as good. You know? I don't know why. I didn't have as much fun with that. But that first one, oh man, that's good, man. But, yeah, what are some good co-op games, guys? Let me know in the comments. You can play Wrestlequest on the arcade. That's a fun co-op one. It's hard, though. Gotta have two people that know what they're doing. But yeah. And if you want to talk about games, competitive games too, that's okay too. That's fine. You can bring it up. 2-player stuff. What's fun? Mario Party. Technically, you can be co-op on that. I get kind of bored of those games, though. I guess just because they've been around such a long time. I like picking some of these tough games and trying to beat them. Like, I want to do Double Dragon 3 2-player. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun one. Because it wouldn't be that hard, man. It'd be a lot easier with 2 players, actually. But I need to start writing down lists before I start this. But what I do is I just hop in the car and I start yapping. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on that. I'll talk to you later. God bless.